Embracing a new media, or more broadly a new technology, is not easy. In these years, many predict bright futures or terrible, even dystopic scenarios driven by the rise of the metaverse, whatever it will be. This is not about the metaverse. This is about technological evolution. This is not the first time and won't be the last time. How can we say that? It's easy. Let's go back in time. Let's start from 1916 and let's go through the words of Charlie Chaplin, famous actor, director, producer, and studio founder. He said, "The cinema is little more than a fad. It's candid drama. What audiences really want to see is flesh and blood on the stage." It is pretty clear that these words age badly. Cinema got the enthusiasm of many since the early days, showing experiences that were simply unthinkable a few years before. At the same time, it scared many and attracted criticism for what cinema is not if compared to the theater. There's no live act, there's no direct interaction with the audience, there's no live emotion from the actors, all elements that simply seemed unbeatable. But they were beaten. 11 years after this first quote, H.M. Warner, the co-founder of the Warner Brothers, talked about silent cinema, pretending it will never change. Who the hell want to hear actors talk? Showing how one of the first dominant designs of the cinema world was perceived as the definitive one. It took years for producers, audiences, and the world at large to understand the real opportunities of cinema. Over the years, they moved from filming shows and replicating them in cinema to silent cinemas and to drive-ins to enable new massive experiences, and then to special effects, like King Kong climbing the Empire State Building, which was unimaginable in a theater. Leaving this process shifting from theaters to cinemas was not enough. Daryl Zanuck, movie producers 20th Century Fox in 1946 said, "Television won't last because people will soon get tired of staring at a plywood box every night." Television was staring at first, for movie producers, but not only, opening up new ways to entertain people at home and talk to millions of people simultaneously. It took years, again, to exploit the opportunities embedded in this new technology. From the chance to go live and interact with people from home, back then through the phone, or to go for serial stories with TV shows, or then even to recreate fictionalized real experiences with the reality shows. The computer went through the same process, with Ken Olson, president, chairman, and founder of Digital Equipment Corporation, saying there is no reason for any individual to have a computer in his home. Internet services at first tried to simply replicate physical services, for example, sharing the digital version of newspapers as they were in the physical world. It took years to have services like YouTube that required the direct co-creation of users. With the smartphones, again the same story. First replicating internet services and only after a few years exploiting innovation opportunities with geolocalized services, games leveraging the accelerometer, and so many other real-time data-fueled services. These are just examples, but technology myopia can be applied basically to any industry and even to great innovators. Few examples: Steve Jobs, talking with Rolling Stone, said that subscription models cannot work in the music field. The founder of Oracle labeled the cloud something mad, and the lawyer of Henry Ford, chairman of the Michigan Savings Banks, labeled cars as a simple fashion, with horses here to stay. All these stories tell us two simple things. First, innovation scares, especially what it may affect your industry or business. Second, we need time to know disruptive technologies, to understand them, to find their possible usages and the meanings they may make real. Behind these stories, there is a fascinating model presented by Fiedler in 1997, the mediamorphosis. Simply put, mediamorphosis refers to the transformation of media from one to another. It's the process of taking a traditional medium, such as print or television, and adapting it for the digital age. One example of mediamorphosis is the transformation of print media to digital media. With the widespread adoption of the internet and mobile devices, many traditional print publications have adapted their content for online consumption. This has led to the rise of digital news outlets and the decline of traditional print media. Another example of mediamorphosis is the transformation of television to streaming media. With the emergence of streaming services such as Netflix and Hulu, traditional television networks have had to adapt their content for online streaming. Mediamorphosis has also impacted the music industry, with the rise of streaming services such as Spotify and Apple Music, leading to the decline of physical album sales. All the previous quotes can simply show how, seen after the right amount of time, all these shifts happened smoothly, while digging in what was happening during the transition, well, it was not that smooth. But the mediamorphosis isn't just limited to traditional media. The concept also applies to the transformation of real-world experiences to virtual experiences. For example, the rise of virtual reality technologies has allowed for the transformation of live events, such as concerts and sports games, into virtual experiences. Mediamorphosis can be a pop metaphor of the wider technological evolution. Internet is a new media, and the metaverse can be a new one, even if we can simply think about them as disruptive technologies that naturally needs time to understand how they can be used, first to substitute previous technologies, and then how to enable new innovation opportunities.